freshman. I'm in ninth grade. My talent is music composition. As far as music goes, I have been playing piano since the beginning of second grade. And then the first time I composed a piece was, I think, fourth grade for Reflections. I think I got third place in the state for that. After that, I sort of just stopped. And then I switched from violin to string bass in the orchestra. And I'm going to be honest, string basses don't really have the best music parts. And I had told my orchestra teacher about this. And she was like, oh yeah, go compose your own piece and we'll play it during our last concert. And that's what I did. Yeah, that's really how I started getting into composing. And then I realized that I really like this. I do music composition in radio. And then there's also, I'm currently composing music for a final project in English, which is super fun. And I think whenever I'm given the opportunity to compose, I'll definitely take that opportunity because composing is really fun. I doubt my composition process aligns with other people, but a lot of times I'll just have this idea and then I go to whatever music composition software that I'm using. I might play it on the piano to make sure it sounds okay. I record it and then maybe the next day I'm just like, oh, what was I thinking? And then I delete all of it. And then it just, a lot of times I forget what I think of, which is really annoying because I'm like, yes, I came up with a super good idea. And then I get home and I forget it. So yeah, very spontaneous. I definitely want to continue doing it as I grow older. And it's definitely something that I'm not going to let go of. Music is just in general, it's just a really nice form of expression. And a lot of times when I'm feeling maybe down or upset, I feel like music is a good way for me to just let out my emotion. I love like the language of music. Yeah, that's what I love about composition. Learning music, everybody can do it. And I think it's really awesome. And if you want to learn music, just go ahead and do it because it's a really awesome thing.
I'm Jessie. I'm a senior, and I guess I'm a musician. I play guitar and I sing.
Try to find ourselves in the winter, so alone in love, like the world had disappeared.
And trumpet and piano. And then I also like to write songs. So I started singing in prep choir, like the island prep choir, when I was like 7. And then I started piano around that time too. So those were like my first instruments. And then I started guitar, and that was really fun. I really liked it. And then I started trumpet in 5th grade after that. And I have been in band ever since then, and I like that a lot. And then songwriting came like so late. I didn't start doing like songwriting and stuff probably until like March when quarantine kind of hit. I wanted to write about a situation that happened to me. And so that was like where that stemmed from.
I know I got it for my sanity. I think I finally learned some bridges just gotta be burned.
After that, there's like this very surreal satisfaction you get when you put feelings into words. And those are the hardest lyrics to write. But I think like when you get that, it can just connect to people so easily. So that's probably my favorite part. But also just like it's creative expression. I mean, you can do anything you want with it, and there's no boxes. So it's great.
Fall off of the edge. Will I drown or will I keep drifting? Ooh.
When your emotions are so raw and vulnerable, that's like the best time to write because you're going to really connect with what you're writing. And if you can connect with it, other people are going to connect with it. I recommend having an instrument with you. I can't write without it, but you don't have to. Like, again, that's a individual thing. And then If you are inspired, just pull out the notes app and write what it is that's inspiring you. And if you're not inspired, like go out and find that. Sometimes the first drafts of songs are like really not motivating to continue, but if you just like keep massaging it, it could become really good. Just because like 5 people are viewing your blog post versus somebody else who has like 50,000 people viewing theirs, it doesn't make you illegitimate at what you're doing. It doesn't make you a lesser musician than somebody else. If you like to do something, just do it because you like doing it.
My name is Sophia Chu. I'm 16 and I'm a sophomore. My thing is creative photography.
Alright, wanna see us falling overboard. You can come over, bring your best friend, let's head back to shore.
My style is mostly just stuff that I like, my phases from childhood over the last maybe 10 years, whether that's like through books or movies or TV shows or music, something like that. I didn't start doing like the big Photoshop edits until I want to say like August. I'm like completely self-taught through YouTube. Like it felt like a very tedious process at first, but there's really an answer for everything online. Usually I'll watch a new show or I'll get a bunch of requests to do a shoot based off of one book. On a good day, it will probably take me half a week to do one whole series. Because if I like do all my homework, if I finish all of it and I have nothing to do for like the next like maybe day and a half, I'll just spend that entire day doing the research, doing the stuff, getting ready, and then the next day I'll do the shoot. I'd say half is like the entire planning process, and then the other half would be the post-production. So editing can take me anywhere from like 2 hours to like days. It really just depends. I don't really have a plan for when I go into editing, so it kind of varies a lot. I don't know why, but when you're a creator, whether that's like an artist or a photographer, I feel like any sort of progress is going to feel like the slowest thing in the world. Like you're gonna feel like you're not getting anywhere. Nobody's liking your posts. Nobody's interested in what you're doing. But literally just keep at it. And if you look back in like maybe a month or like a year, whatever, like your progress will be there. And like that's all gonna stop if you just give up. It sounds so much easier said than done, but like, trust me, if you just keep at it and recognize that progress isn't always like a visual thing as soon as you put out a new piece, I feel like that really calms you down. And also knowing that there's like a bunch of different ways to achieve the same thing, that can also be very helpful too.